Well, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday, Pitch Practice,
Let's show.
the show. All right, what's up, Brandon? What's up?
What's
It looks
up?
like we are live. We are live inside of the Facebook group. I think we have a little bit of technical difficulties with our music this morning, but hey, we're here. Awesome on a Wednesday. With where we're supposed to be, looks like we are live where we need to be as well. Give us a hashtag where you watching from down in the comments. Give us a hashtag live if you're watching on the live, and also if you're watching on the replay, give us a replay. How you doing today, Brandon?
I'm good. Tired, but good.
Tired. How's your week been? It's already Wednesday.
Dude, Wednesdays are always my toughest days just because it's middle of the week. And we got this. I got another podcast with Lisa after right after the show at 9, and had two other calls before this one. So Wednesdays always seem to get stacked up for me. So, and don't call it hump day for a reason.
Yeah, that's good news. At least you're getting things done. Productive is good. And it's there's been a lot going on, and I'm pretty excited about today's episode because we're getting to dive in and speak with not one but two very big powerhouses in the funnel world. I think yep, everyone's favorite. And we're going to get started because if you've been anywhere around the ClickFunnels community lately, that you've seen a lot going on with these Connect events. Did you happen to see any a bunch of these Connect events posts inside the group lately, Brandon?
I haven't made one of my own there from the Jasper event, and I know I'm part of the Columbus event. I wish to say I had more pictures, but I don't. I need to start taking more pictures at the events.
Yeah, well, I think it was absolutely, seems like one time I just saw a flood of comments with pictures and photos coming in from local events that are popping up all over the country. We always want to, if you haven't been to one of the events, you can go to the websites clickfunnelsconnect.com, and these are the places where there are real connections being made. There are real breakthroughs being had at these events. Just tell us one thing that you love about these events before we bring on our guest, Brandon. Just one thing, stick it to one.
They're like mini reunions. So you've met these people over the past 4 or 5 years, going to the bigger funnel hacking live events, and then now you get a chance to hang out with them pretty much one on one in person at these smaller, more intimate events. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome. And today we've got Renee Jackson. Renee is a Phoenix-based entrepreneur, and she's a funnel strategist. I love seeing her online, from her funnel lab to what she's doing out there at the university, helping entrepreneurs in that area. She's making big moves. It's always great seeing her. She's a founder of Ambitious Endeavors, which is a digital consultant that helps purpose-driven founders scale smarter, automate faster, and generate income on demand. Now, if you've heard her story, you know that after rebuilding her business and life using funnels, she became a champion for entrepreneurs who feel stuck or overlooked. And her superpower is transforming big visions into clear, scalable systems without burnout or confusion. Now, she's also going to be the host of an upcoming local ClickFunnels Connect in Phoenix, hoping to get some information from her about that. And that one's going to be designed to help early stage entrepreneurs turn their ideas into sustainable businesses. She's got a message that you're only one system away one funnel away from clarity, consistency, and cash flow. And then we have Parthiv Shah. He's the co-founder and president of eLaunchers.com, which is a global direct response marketing agency known for helping professional practices scale with systems, strategy, and sustainability. Alongside his wife and business partner, Deepali, he's built a powerhouse agency that's mailed out over 1 billion pieces of mail. That's impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And generated millions of dollars in client revenue. And he's earned a 2 CCX award, as well as 2 US patents for his proprietary marketing process. Is an internationally best-selling author, speaker, and mentor. Parthiv brings 2 decades of expertise blending timeless marketing principles from none other than he is a private client with Dan Kennedy. And he was an immigrant who arrived in the US with just $20, and he loves to pay it forward through his Learn to Earn program, empowering veterans, students, and career returners to thrive in digital marketing. Let's welcome to the stage Renee and Parthiv.
Hey!
Welcome. Here we go.
Hello.
Oh, we're gonna get it.
Wow.
There we go. There
I'm
we
in the
go.
corner laugh.
Yes, yes. Oh man, so great to have you both here. I think the chat is going crazy. We got people just yelling, "Go Parthiv!"
So that is Kevin Barber. Do you guys know who Kevin Barber is?
I've
Kevin Barber, I call him Dan Kennedy of HubSpot.
Okay.
He has been long-time follower of Brunson, has been in Brunson's core inner circles. I met Kevin in right around COVID 2020. And what I learned from him, I would say, changed my life, shaped my agency as we know it. And what I learned from Kevin is what I give to the universe. So I'm really grateful to Kevin. I'm glad he just popped in and said hi. That's nice.
Awesome. Yep.
shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin. Parthiv, we want, the floor is yours right now. Welcome to Pitch Practice, the show. We're streaming on probably close to 12 or 13 channels at once. Give us a little bit of overview of you and who you are.
Sure. So I am leaving. My plane leaves at 10:30. So I need to talk a little bit about who I am. I will tell you why I'm here. And I'll tell a little bit about my story and then get out of here because I don't want to get late for my plane. I'm going to Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Yes. So Renee invited me to speak at ClickFunnels Connect Phoenix or later on this year. I think it's in August. Renee, when is your show?
August 22nd.
Yeah. And Ackworth, Georgia is Roberta Pemberton. She invited me to speak at July 31st.
Ackworth, Georgia is July the 31st. Yes.
And then I'm also going to speak at Beacon, New York. And I'm actually going to go visit. I'm loving this thing. You guys invite me to come and speak. And I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
So,
I think we loved your presentation so much there at the Jasper, Georgia event. And I think I want to take credit for connecting you two together because it was there at the ClickFunnels Connect in Georgia where I asked you a question. Do you remember that, Renee?
Yes.
You cannot take credit for connecting me and Renee. Okay. Okay.
We kind of knew each other before you.
Look, I met Renee when I got my 2 Comma Club. When I went on stage, 2021.
23.
Okay, sorry, 23 ClickFunnels. I was doing a dinner with Dan Kennedy. I had about 85 people, and I saw Renee making her big move and shake. So I said, "Hey, you want to come join us in Kennedy? You have a question for him?" So she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, just come." So she joined us for dinner, and then I had her ask a question to Dan, and Dan says, "So, who is that girl?" And I say, "She is a micro celebrity." I think I gave her the name micro
Yeah,
celebrity.
you did.
So a celebrity in her own circle where people know her name and people swear by what she teaches. And she wants to grow the size of her circle without diluting her message. And
Hmm.
Kennedy gave her some bespoke advice right there. I remember Kennedy talking to her for about 10 minutes. And I think that kind of became the foundation of the Renee that we know today. Do,
Awesome.
do
You're
you
right
agree?
about that.
So, no, you cannot take credit for connecting me and Renee.
Well, I'll take credit for at least the conversation at the ClickFunnels Connect Jasper, because while we were going live and Renee was in the comments and I read a question and it was that at that point
Right.
that you asked Parthiv to show up in your Connect event. But you know what? I don't have to take credit, but I think what that shows is just the power of these Connect events,
Absolutely.
the power of connecting with others and building this strong, this strong network. I think this network is growing, and I think all those out there listening, it is a I think you get so much out of these events that is much more than just the knowledge that you get and speakers, but the connections that you make. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So, look, I have enough time to talk about one little thing. The I've been
No,
doing- I,
go ahead.
so I don't have a lot of time. I'll talk a little bit about what I'm going to talk about in Georgia,
Yeah.
Phoenix, and Beacon, and anywhere else you guys want me to talk. Okay. I've been on ClickFunnels land since 2016. I met Russell Brunson personally in 2016. He was the keynote speaker. I was the lead sponsor at the Dan Kennedy event, and he was speaking at Kennedy event. This is back when he was flying commercial.
Yeah.
So they tapped on my shoulder, Nick Lewis, saying, "Hey, let me introduce you to tomorrow's keynote. He's sitting at the bar and waiting for his food, and you can give him a company, and it gives you some exposure. And he's a nice guy. You both are in tech, so you guys will get along well." So then they walked me up to this boyish-looking guy uh, sipping soda at a bar, waiting for his salad. And we shake hands, and Nick Lewis walks away. And then so Brunson says, "Hi, what do you do?" I say, "I'm in technology." He's like, "Me too." I'm like, "What do you do?" I say, "I create personalized URLs, a landing page, thank you page, everything in between, and a backend database to capture leads and follow up with them." He's like, "Hmm, I created a software called ClickFunnels, so anybody can do what you do." I'm like, "Oh, that is really cool. Tell me." So now then he started drawing stick figures on the napkins at the bar. I swear, if I had known what life was going to bring to us in
Mhm.
2026,
You would
I
have
would have saved them and sold them like a Picasso.
yeah. Oh wow.
I had his hand drawn things. And then he says, "So what are you going to do?" I'm like, I'm going to buy your software, learn how to use it, and build funnels on your software with all the people in Kennedy Circle. And that's how my journey started. The very first funnel I built was literally a swipe of a .com secret book funnel. I bought everything I could possibly buy from him. Not everything money can, I mean, literally everything money can buy from Brunson, I bought. Right? Because Brunson is a digital version of Kennedy. So everything that Kennedy talks about, he is a pixelated Dan. So it's a zero friction of execution. When Brunson says go, I go, right? And we built it. I got 489 funnels. 8 or 9 actually made me money. And so I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful that I won.
Yes.
But more important, it is interesting to know that I did not win because I am me. I won because I am in Brunson's lab. Okay, I am the plane that takes off and lands on Brunson's runway. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. I could barely speak the language. I had $20. I have an idea, a dream, skill, willingness to learn, willingness to spend some
Right.
money, take some risks, and here we are. So my journey can be closed. What I learned can be taught. I don't have superhuman powers. I mean, I'm a good data scientist. Right? I mean, I read, I study, I'm good at what I do. But so are you. You can too. That's what I will be talking about. I'm a funnel human. I'm a human version of a funnel.
And you are conversion rate optimized.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I was not allowed to say that because I'm here to share, not sell. So when you meet me in either Ackworth or Phoenix or Beacon or maybe someday in Columbus, if Brad brings me in, maybe Vegas, maybe where
You're
I can.
always welcome.
Thank you. And so this is what I talk about. I talk about $100,000. This is a $100,000 replica. Kennedy gave it to me. It's a gift from him, so I even had him autograph it. If you can make $100,000 10 times, you got $1 million. Where is your next $100,000 coming from? Who can you? How many of what can be sold to get $100,000? And if you can get $100,000 from as few people as possible, I mean, if you charge $5,000 up front and $1,000 a month as a funnel builder,
We added.
you need 7 deals to get $100,000. 7. If you can sell 2 of those a year, you got $200,000 agency. If you can sell 1 of these a quarter, you make $400,000. If you can do it every other month, you got $500,000 agency. If you can do it once a month like me, you are at little over 1 point. So that's kind of where I am. If you can do it once a week, you're a $5 million agency. So the journey to a $1 million bill, I call it my $1 million bookmark. It's a made in China 5 cents $1 million replica. And I hand out to everyone when I meet in person. And I say, how many of what you have to sell to get to $1 million? For a dentist who sells a single tooth implant for $6,000, the answer is 167. What is your deal multiplier to get to $1 million and $100,000? Everything else is details. Math. You have a calculator app on your phone, right?
Calculator.
I'm a human version of that. So when we meet, It's a date with your data. I will help you fall in love with your calculator. And I'll teach you how you can make, I will teach you how to count money you have not yet made.
Nice,
So
nice.
looking forward to, I don't know who is coming to Eckworth. I don't know who is coming to Columbus. I don't know who is coming to Phoenix, but please um, come join me. Let's hang out and let's make you some money.
Awesome, awesome. If you've never seen Parthiv speak before, or you ever been around him, you can expect that you will think. He will make you think outside of the boundaries. He'll make you think in terms that you may not have ever thought before. You'll take furious notes.
Yeah.
You will laugh, no doubt about that. And you will walk out with a real usable plan. I appreciate you. I think I tell you all the time, Parthiv, that I appreciate you all the time, because every time I leave your presence, I leave a smarter person. And I didn't just say that either when we were talking at the restaurant in Georgia, but I take everything that you say and I listen to it and I actually digest it, because I do. I just love how you have such a sharing and a giving spirit, and then you're a little bit, you're funny. I think your jokes could use a little work, but they're okay.
Tell that to my copywriter. But the only thing I know how to write is a check.
There you go.
She writes everything else. So if you don't like my jokes, I'll give you connected to my copywriter. I mean, I tell dad jokes to my son, and they're all bad dad jokes. So he says, "Dad, where do you keep the jokes?" And I say, "I have a database of it."
Database. Awesome. All right, cool. Anyone else have any questions for Parthiv or anything?
I just got immense gratitude, especially for hanging out at the event in Jasper and kind of sharing your secrets in such a stealthy way as to not pitch too hard at the event. But definitely a lot of good takeaways for all the information that you gave.
Okay. Mark, I promised you that I'll give you a whole hour in front of your crowd, right?
You definitely did, and I'm holding you to it.
Yes, sure. So if you go to www.meetparthiv.com,
Okay.
book an hour,
Okay.
go up, and we will do the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
I will go through your next 100K blueprint. I actually have a small little blueprint called next100k.com. It's 6 questions. It's a tiny little thing. Renee and I did that on her business. She loved it. So I'm actually going to bring that little handout and give it to everyone at Renee's thing. And
Good.
we will spend about an hour together with your crowd.
Okay.
And we'll keep it interactive so people can ask questions. We'll do it on Zoom meeting rather than Zoom webinar, so people can just come on stage, raise hand, and we'll teach. And I'll show them. I'll show them the data, time, money, and all the books that I use to learn from and to arrive at my formula. I will also share the fountainhead that I drink from. So the Brian Kurtz, the Kennedys, the Chad Holmes, the Ryan Dice, the Bruns, everything that I learned from everyone, I'll share. Here's the principle I learned from here.
Right.
And by the time we are done, I will have a stack of books.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna hold you to it, Parthiv. So you know me, I'm going to follow up. Not only, you're not the only funnel human. I am a follow-up machine.
That's very
Awesome.
good.
And
Just,
and
just go to meetparthiv.com, meetparthiv.com. Book an appointment. I'll show up and take care of you and your friend. Okay.
I'm sure my community will love it
Yeah.
and appreciate it. And also, I hope to see you at the Connect event. Well, I know I will see you at the Connect event in Phoenix. I won't be able to make the one in Georgia, but I'll be there in spirit. Before the episode is over, we'll probably just show the Connect page for all those out there watching, so you can see exactly how many Connect events there are going on right now, and to see where you can get plugged in to one of these events. And I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Get plugged in.
Now,
Get plugged in.
I'm going to do something interesting right here, right now. Okay. I have never called an Uber in front of 300,000 people. So
That's lovely.
I am really getting ready to leave to the airport. Any last minute questions? I can only speak until my Uber shows up. My wife is outside, like, come on. We don't want to be late, kind of thing.
Go
So,
on and handle it, Parthiv.
and I have a technical question for you. If I leave this Restream software, will it stop my Facebook Live, or how do I keep it rolling?
Just leave your computer on.
It should still go. I think the last time I dropped out, it still stayed live on my
So you will still be live on my Facebook Live,
yeah.
Yes.
even if I leave. That's
Yes.
cool. Because as soon as I put this in the lab, as soon as I close this, it will lose internet connectivity. So if I lose you guys on live stream, sorry. That's only so much I can do before I have to get on a plane.
Man, you gotta get on that plane.
And
Anything you want to say to Parthiv, Renee, before he shows
Yes.
up there in Phoenix?
Yes. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time out and to help my people to get to where we're at. I appreciate all you guys. But second of all, like Parthiv said, I want to thank you for the Dan Kennedy introduction. Yes, he did give me a whole new frame to think from. And at that time, when I went to my first Funnel Hacking Live, I was still kind of like navigating, random acts of trying to figure it out. And it's more defined now. I have all of Dan Kennedy's books now because of Parthiv, and I read them. So just, you're an awesome person. So giving.
thank you very much. I mean, look, if any of your people, if you want my funnel, I used to sell them. I now just share them, give it away. Just anyone who asks for it, I'm like, sure, here you go. So thank you. I mean, I'm grateful to be here. You guys are awesome humans. You are connecting. You're building micro communities. So you are taking Brunson on the
You notice he's been taking a lot of vacations lately because he got us out here working.
You saw him skydiving. Wait,
Yeah. My husband was like, why is he jumping out of a perfectly good plane?
Okay. So
yeah.
one last joke, one last funny story before I have 6 minutes before. Okay. So one day, me, Deepa, and Rahul are on vacation, and we do skydiving. And then so Deepa is not happy that we are doing it. And then we decide to show up. And I say 3 tickets, knowing bloody well that she will say, oh, I'm not going. And she wouldn't even flinch. 3 tickets we buy. So we go, we jump out of the plane, and Rahul's like, Mom, weren't you scared? Why did you go up? She's like, it was so scary. I was not going to let you to go there alone. She just wanted to go with us because it was too scary, and she didn't want me and Rahul to be alone jumping out of the plane.
Oh, so that's why she went.
That's right.
So,
And
so
yeah,
she
her
was,
biggest complaint was they charge us $1,000. It ended in 2 minutes.
so what's scarier for her to see you go on or for her to go?
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, I'm just grateful that she's with me. And no matter what happens to the business, she got my back. She's the runway I land on.
Right.
She is I say I'm the face of the company. She says I'm the soul of the company. And it's just privilege to have her in my life as my wife, my business partner, and my boss.
Oh,
And
wow.
Awesome.
so,
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah,
Can't
well,
we appreciate you, Parthiv. We can't wait to hear more from you. I think that there are some replays that are floating around of your speech there at the
I got them.
ClickFunnels Connect in Jasper. I think that anyone would be doing themselves a favor to listen in on those replays and just soak in some of the knowledge that is Parthiv.
thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Parthiv. Get out of there. Go have a safe travels, and we'll see you definitely at least
fun.
in Phoenix and Georgia.
Yeah, let me know about the event tomorrow, the timing, things like that. I'm gonna do my best to maybe sneak out and play hooky and
Yeah,
come
I
hang
can,
out.
I can tell you all. I can give all the information to you right now, like right on live. But then 300,000 people will.
Yeah, it's super secret, top secret T14 classified. I get it. So just send me the text.
Deep
I'll,
undercover, man.
I'll send a text. Now I know I'm not allowed to pitch, but anybody who give me $50, I will give you Brandon's cell phone number.
I'll sell you my iPhone for $1 million like Russell.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next month.
All right. See ya. All right. That was so great to hear from Parthiv. But now we're here with Renee. Oh my God. Hey, so excited for you, Renee. You know I'm excited for you. You know I'm excited for you. You know I'm excited for you. I see what you're doing over there. I think everybody in the community sees what you're doing over there. And I think it's not an exaggeration when we say that your story is inspiring. What you've done since you've been in the ClickFunnels community has been inspiring to many people, and what you're doing for the community there. I mean, when I hear you and you tell me about your bridge builders and how the entrepreneurs there in Arizona really have no clue,
Right.
and you are the one that's actually able to bring this funnel, the world of funnels, and how it helped you in your situation, and how you're sharing that with other people, and how it can help them in their situation. So tell it. Yeah, we want to hear your story again, as always.
All right. Okay. So again, my name's Renee, and 5 years ago, I was introduced to funnels. Now, probably not in the way that most people do it at a home and they're scrolling online, run across a webinar. But for me, I was in the back seat of my car. I was homeless after an 18-year marriage that I had to leave kind of abruptly. So in the back seat of my car, I was scrolling literally through YouTube because all I had is my cell phone in my car and a few clothes in the trunk. I was scrolling through YouTube, and this was 2019, around September. And this is right before COVID in January.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the backseat scrolling, and I came across, I didn't know what a webinar was. I just saw something talking about generating income. I've always been one of those kind of people who's always looking for another way to make some money. I've tried Shopify, fulfillment by FBA by Amazon. I tried I tried all kinds, everybody tries all kinds of different things. At that point in time, I hadn't found anything, not necessarily that I couldn't do, it was more of that wasn't what I was looking to do. Not trying to do all that, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So it was already a choice. After the marriage, though, I ended up in the back seat of my car. I had a 32-seat call center. and I had a telemarketing firm. And a little bit after that, in the car thing, Trump had the country shut down in January. So now I can't even have my employees come work. So like everybody's in the house. Nobody can go to work. I had 2 contracts, the um, CenturyLink and Dish Network. In the call center, all they do is, hey, do you have Dish Network? Do you have CenturyLink? You need it? Great. Let me get your credit card. That kind of thing. It's just a sales center. And I still had the contracts, but I had no 32 employees to get the deals. So I was frantically in the backseat of my car searching for a way to get the money from them through digital, because I'm in the backseat of my car and nobody can go out and like do things, can't go to work or anything. So that's why that attracted me, the One Funnel Away pitch he had, which was just a webinar that led into the One Funnel Away or something like that. I literally had maybe $200 in the account when I left and spent the $97 because in the backseat of your car, when you got the house over there in Paradise Valley and all the stuff, but now you literally can't access it. You don't have it. It's gone. So I was desperate, but I couldn't. I couldn't allow myself to be like, oh, woe is me. This is horrible. Oh God, what am I going to do? I was like in survival mode. And all I was thinking about is this is not going to be they'll never talk about me like that, and that right there didn't allow me to think even about all the loss. All it did is propel me towards, I got to figure something out. I spent 2 days in the backseat of the car before I came up on a DoorDash. I literally started hustling DoorDash during COVID. I was considered an essential worker. Thank you, DoorDash. So I was able to do it 24/7. They literally had to turn my app off because they said you can't work more than 12 hours a day. And I was running it because I had to get an apartment. I had a lot, I had to get somewhere, and needed like at least a couple grand. And during that time, I slept on my daughter's couch, my brother's couch, but I never told anybody what I was going through. I was like, oh, we're just having some problems. I never told them that when I left my daughter's house, I would go sleep in my car in her parking lot at her apartments because I didn't feel safe outside. And at least if something happened, she's right there. But I wouldn't tell her that I was in the car outside. And
Wow.
so during that time, I see the One Funnel Away challenge. I don't have nothing else to do, so I'm watching it. I paid for it. I'm listening to it while I'm doing DoorDash. Like that's all I'm listening to. And even though I didn't have a laptop and I couldn't do the actual implementation part of it, the concepts made sense to me. I was like, okay, it's not like you're begging for people to come buy my stuff. It's more of building a relationship and a customer journey. But I didn't understand the big picture. I just understood that if I got a funnel, everything will be all right. That's what I thought. So it wasn't but less than a month later, I had my place, a little weekly place, and I had to go get a laptop. I was mad because Rent-A-Center wouldn't let me rent a laptop. It made me so mad. I was like, that's all right. I don't need you guys. I get mine on my own. And literally, I just put some messaging out there because I didn't have a computer to build the funnel. So I'm on my cell phone. I put some messaging out there from what I'd learned about content in the first One Funnel Away challenge and started posting to people who would be interested in switching over their cable or phone service. And I used some different pain points and stuff because I understood at least that, because the call center, you got to work on their pain points. So I put some messaging and somebody responded, yeah, as a matter of fact, Cox turned me off. Can you hook me up? I was like, let me run it. And that was the first sale I got without the call center. I was like, oh, let me repeat that. So I started putting messaging in other people's groups, the people like groups that, for whatever reason, there's groups for phone service. There's
Oh, really?
there's groups for cable service, whatever that's about. But I the one funnel away taught us to go where the people are at that would be interested in your thing. So I never made 3 or 4 thousand orders in a month from like just me, but I was able to sustain myself because when they're paying $480 per order and all you got to do is get the credit card to put on hold, they're not running it. They give you the equipment. They'll come out and do it all free. All I have to do is sell them on, look, they'll do everything free as long as your card go through, for the equipment, we're good.
Yeah.
So we went through, I started making money with that, got me out the car. I was like, this is really working. So I went and bought me a laptop, little cheap one. As a matter of fact, if I did too much, it would like freeze up. But it was, I was grateful because I could see myself digging out. I could see a path. In the backseat of that car, when the one funnel away, when he had the webinar, for whatever reason, I kept saying to myself, this is a ticket. I didn't know nothing about funnels. I'd never even heard about funnels. I was looking to maybe pivot from the call center setting because I was tired of the telemarketers, but not because I thought I needed to like get another stream of revenue. And COVID is what forced me to figure out how to get, and of course, now that I don't have 32 employees and they don't have to know I'm homeless. I can still go into my office, So once I realized this is something I can do without 32 employees, I just started doing it. It didn't, like my first funnels weren't good at all. And probably that first one for the CenturyLink sale, that was probably the only sale I got with that.
Nice. So
it proved the concept.
So fast forward, you basically had to fight when the odds were stuck against you, and you were in a situation that most people would probably, I don't know if everyone has the inner fortitude or the focus. What is it that separated you? What is it that you have that you can actually tell other people that what it takes if they find themselves in that position to get to where, years later, you have become ClickFunnels ambassador. You're doing very well. You've got a large community. You've grown a following, and now you're about to throw your very own ClickFunnels Connect. For someone out there listening right now, saying, "Wow, you know what? I can relate to her story." What would you tell that person to, that it takes to get out of it?
Well, the biggest thing for me, and my husband and I talk about this all the time. He said, like, you're right. No, it takes a certain thought pattern. And I would say that the biggest motivator behind me is at the time was, I'm not going out like that. There's no way in the world. It's no option. And that one funnel away was like the beacon of light that I could see hope in, because I had no other strategy with suddenness of that situation happening like that. I had no other strategy or idea what to do. DoorDash would have been all right, but I can't drive 24 hours a day, to try to make even $700 a week. So what I would say is this, that what it showed me is that I could overcome anything. That was the hardest time I've had in my life. I was raised in foster care. That was not as hard as that week in the car and trying to figure out, and also not let my mind deal with how it happened. So there's two things I had to cut that off, because I can't think about that, because that's going to drag me, and all I can do is be towards it. So the answer to your question is, go towards the light. One funnel away, that was a light, and I knew that if other people were doing it, I could do it too, and probably better. I knew it.
I love that. You saw the light, And it was the One Funnel Away challenge that really opened your eyes to see that, whoa, if these people are doing it, I can do it too. I can do it too. That's amazing. So tell us about what you're doing right now in the community in there in Phoenix, and also how that ties in with the new ClickFunnels Connect event and what you've got planned and that whole you know, amazing event, which I'm VIP, by the way.
Yes, you are. And the dinner is on the house. Yeah, you and Parthiv getting free dinner, and now Alyssa too, because she said she's coming.
Oh, you know what? Okay. When you said Alyssa, I thought you were talking about
I know there's two of them. I mix them up too.
Well, Elissa really got on me. Elissa really got on me the other night because, and you better watch it too, Brandon.
I know how to say her name.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I got to get them right because I do mix them up.
Yeah, she got on me the other day. I was like, okay, I thought I was saying it right, but Elissa.
Elissa.
Okay.
So here's what pivoted me. Last year, at the end of the year, you guys were there, had the ClickFunnels. They said the first one, ClickFunnels Connect Hollywood. To get the personal email, it's always exciting, you know, that when you get that personal email saying you're on a special invite. And then I flew out there, and that changed. That right there, when they mentioned, they explained what the mission was for 2025 forward, the branding change and all that. Right before I went to that event, I had joined the entrepreneur program at ASU. And what I noticed, I'd been in it about a month by then, is that every time we went to these group meetings where they would teach you how to get procurement, get large contracts, enterprise clients, stuff like that. That's what this month program was about. I had a room full of entrepreneurs, 30, 40 in a room. None of them. They had me speaking like on my second visit, speaking about funnels, but this whole room, nobody knew about funnels. And it irked me a little bit because I've been spending the last 3 years in Phoenix trying to tell everybody about funnels, and they don't hear me though. But something's flipped a switch at the Connect last year that said, I'm totally in alignment with his mission. And then they started talking about the ways that we can be involved. When they brought that up, that's all since January. And then we had Funnel Hacking Live. That's all I've been thinking about. I've been emailing, when's the influencer program starting? And, you know, all these things. So the journey has taken me from January 2025. I went with the goal of the webinar. To be honest and upfront, I have not finished the webinar. I've gotten it webinar completed. I've done the funnel and everything. I have not done all the videos. So, but that was my goal out of Funnel Hacking Live. Then through this journey over the last few months, Russell, as you know, has picked certain people out and sent us a lot of different offers. And one of the things I left Funnel Hacking Live with was the Last Secret, which had the white labeling of Doodle Tunes and the SaaS software and some of Dan Kennedy's stuff and Russell's stuff. So I took a couple months putting that together. That's what put the webinar off. So then I got a SaaS software, 2 SaaS softwares that are completed, funnels up. Then the Clips thing came on. The Clips thing, I've never had a YouTube. I'm not YouTube, but TikTok. Never. I thought it was for kids. Never really messed with Instagram except for the post that would automatically post for my business account on Facebook. So I never really went in there engaged. And the requirements is you make a complete new page, and you know. So once I did that, I got in. I was like, whoa, this is fun. So learning a new skill set. I'm learning a new skill set, and actually, I enjoy it. It's a little tedious sometimes because I'm a perfectionist. I got to stop that because I spend way too much time trying to make it right when it's about the message. Like Russell says, your videos, it's not, if you spend more time on your message than the video, the way it looks. So that's where that's been. Then the ClickFunnels Connect application. I put one in because this community that I've been in with ASU, and they've had me speaking in front of their students and everything, I was like, you know what? This would be the perfect opportunity to step into something that's been really scary for me, which is I'm kind of an introvert. I like making money at home. I like not having to go nowhere unless I want to, and I like to be able to me is like, this is my ATM machine. So it takes a little work, a lot of work, a lot of work to tell you the truth. And sometimes things don't hit and you put a whole lot of effort into it. That's just the way it goes. You just hit and miss. Russell's done it. Everybody's kind of, thought they got the best thing. They fine tuned it, got it perfect, and it's still just sitting there like, So the ClickFunnels Connect became something that I started talking about with the ASU community that I go to meetings with every week. And I was like, I'm really considering doing an event here. Then when I got approved, now, you know how we plan things as we're going. We're always funnel hackers, are always thinking. I had already had the funnel created before they approved me. I'm like, I'm ready. I am ready to go. So that has been an awesome experience. I've never planned a big event before, but I knew exactly what to do. I went right back to my ASU peeps and put a little change down and let's let the community know. But then what happened is over the last week, Hustle Phoenix, which is another entrepreneurial support organization, is now wanting to do a table. They're not selling anything. They're actually a nonprofit, but they help young adults get into business versus clocking in. So they teach them like 17, 18 out. And they heard about me some kind of way. She emailed me and we have Hustle Phoenix on. We're going to do some kind of collaboration, which will involve me creating curriculum for their academy so that their students can learn about funnels. Because I believe deep in my heart that, number one, anybody can do this. My grandkids are 13 and 11 and they can do it. So anybody can do it. And that I honestly believe learning the skill set, not just me doing it for you, the skill set is the money, the skill set. Because if you don't have the skill set, then you always got to pay somebody to do it. The skill set is a goal for me. And because I believe anybody can do it, I think we've been cheated that we don't know this stuff, or the people that don't know it. So I don't want my Phoenix community, entrepreneurs, ASU community, the Hustle Phoenix community, the Bridge Builder Alliance group. I don't want none of my communities to not have access to this information because there's nobody to give it to them when I'm right here and I'm in your organization. So that's where I start. We got 32 tickets already gone. And we're still a little less than a month out. And I still got 3 more organizations that because I'm doing the Dream 100 like Russell teaches. I'm not going to go to you individually and say, hey, you want a ticket? You want a ticket? I'm going to go to the heads of the organizations. And then I'm going to say, hey, this is what, and this is how I can benefit. And this is how you can benefit me. Just send your people there. I'm not asking for too much. And then we can talk about afterwards how we can make this relationship. And I let them know I made a promo sheet. So I let them know that this is really about building a community of like-minded individuals, funnel hackers, to broaden the support system, because I didn't have that when I first started. It was like, you do the one funnel way, figure it out. We had the weekly things, but not like they got it today. So I did a lot of years of just kind of fumbling around trying to figure it out. And I want to shorten that time span, like Russell says, by taking that trial and error period out, because the community that leaves this event, the support system is what I'm building from that event.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Having attended a couple of events personally, I think one of the biggest things that I take from the events are the connections that are made. And I think if there's and I think us being on this call tonight along with Parthiv is an excellent example of what you can expect if you were to attend a Connect event. And that doesn't matter if you are local in the Phoenix area, or if you are in Ohio, or if you're in Florida or California. These Connect events can create bonds and
Yeah.
give you a support network that you won't get in, just being online all the time. And I think that's one of the biggest things, because I think there's been more opportunities that have come my way.
Yeah.
More opportunities that have come my way. I've had some really good distinctions, or just I'll say some aha moments,
Uh-huh.
and even getting some insider information that will help. I know that just being inside of the
Yeah.
ambassador group, we're given some behind the scene looks and access, like we did over this weekend, some brand new features before they were even released.
Oh,
So
Right.
they're amazing.
Test them.
They're absolutely amazing. I
We
played
get to
around with
test
it,
yeah.
and I built a deal. It took me like 30 seconds. I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
I
Yeah.
think they put it in my account. Danny had me email Rob or whatever his name is, and I think I just haven't been in it today because I've been running around. But yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, but
community,
remember, that's just for us though.
Yeah.
right? Well, I know that. Okay, so the support community is really. I believe that if more people had the support, that when they take that one funnel away and they never finish it, or they don't actually ever get to this point, having the support system locally would make it at least where we could have more impact on helping people to do that. Because
Oh,
I believe you get through the one funnel way and you do every day, 30 days, all the assignments, that you can never unlearn or forget what you know. And at some point in time, you're going to put that together.
absolutely, absolutely. I know that we are tight on time tonight, so I want to just give you the last couple of words, Renee, because I know Brandon has a quick, yeah, definite stop, and we're right at the top of the hour. So,
Okay.
yeah. Only thing that I want to do before we leave is I want to just share, because this has been really about a ClickFunnels Connect. So
Yeah.
I want to just share the website here and just give everyone an idea of what the upcoming ClickFunnels Connect events might be that they could potentially visit. Can you see my screen here?
Yeah.
All right. Let me just scroll up and down here. This is current as of today. So when you go to clickfunnelsconnect.com, it's going to take you here. The Funnel Hackers platform where funnels become friendships. They've worked on this page a little
Yeah.
bit.
I noticed that.
Yeah, they've worked on it a little bit. It's a little bit different, but you can actually check on the map to see where the exact locations are. And here are some of the upcoming events. There's one for you. You going out there on Sunday,
Here
Brandon?
I am.
Yeah.
That's me. I'll be there. July 27th. It's this Sunday, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to hang out with me? Come to C-Bus.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. We got, Rob is running this one right here. That one's a
Wow.
little bit after you. Yeah, Rob is running the one up in Canada. It'd be interesting to see what they've got planned for that one. Here's Roberta's event right here. They're happening. I think this one's up in Washington, if I'm not correct, by Sarai. There's Pam. Did you know Pam was running one?
Oh, I
Pam,
thought,
James Curran, Nathan. There's the Connect in Phoenix right there,
what?
front page. Look, Jonathan, he's having a full 3-day event,
Ooh,
26th, 27th, and 28th.
that's what
I think he's got some really exciting things planned for a 3-day conference there. Wow, he's really working.
Boy, he is.
Maybe that's why he's not returning my messages.
Oh, wow.
Looks like we got another meetup in Dubai, and
Thailand.
round out with Vienna. And
Oh,
did you know there was one coming up in Thailand?
no, I did not. I just saw it.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I recommend that you get on with an event, and Renee's event is right there on the ClickFunnels Connect page.
Sorry. My guests have arrived into the studio. It's been a pleasure again hearing your story, Renee. Wishing you the best of luck out there in Phoenix. You guys continue on with the show, and we'll see you later.
Thank you,
All right,
Brandon.
good luck. Have fun over there.
Yep. See you later.
Have fun. Have fun. Yeah, we're winding down too.
Okay.
So yeah, just check Renee out. You got the website there at the ClickFunnelsConnect.com. Don't miss it. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for showing up tonight.
Have a great day, everybody.